I hope you all had a good travelers. For me, man, it was one to forget. I had, Xander Schauffele is my favorite fade above 10K, which is, very unusual for me. He's a guy that I play more than most. He rated out well in the model, but for whatever reason, I decided to look elsewhere above 10K. I did have a ton of Patrick Cantlay, so I had some hope heading into Sunday. And clearly that did not go my way. Cantlay had 9 bogeys and a double in one round. The most uncharacteristic round of his that I think I've ever seen. But we are here to talk about a lackluster field at the John Deere Classic. We'll talk about it here in a minute, but Webb Simpson, Adam Hadwin, Sahiti Gala, and Jason Day make up the 10K range on DraftKings this week. Never thought I would see those 4 names above 10K, especially at a PGA Tour event that's not during the swing season. So going to be an interesting week. Might be one to dive into the research a little bit more than usual, which is good if you are using a model like this one. But let's cover the course really quick. We have TPC Deere Run. It's going to be in Illinois, in STL Cardinals part of the world there. Par 71 that measures 7,289 yards. It has gotten a little bit longer over the years. Of the 42 courses that I have data for, this place is the 6th easiest on the PGA Tour. Obviously, wind's going to impact that year to year, but this will be a birdie fest, no doubt about it. Not a bomber's track. It's not that bombers can't contend here, but you don't have to be long off the tee. The average driving distance here is pretty close to the average of the other 41 that I was looking at, but it had the 3rd highest driving accuracy. That has to do with guys clubbing down a little bit, and it has to do with the fact that the fairways are 39 yards wide on average. Some of the wider tour fairways on the PGA Tour, even though the greens are pretty below average in size, 5,500 square feet on average. This is pretty easy. The greens, 74% GIR over the last few years. Pretty much you want accuracy off the tee and you want to be a good putter. We've seen that combination work so well here over the years. ZJ Stricker come to mind. Stricker won here 3 times. ZJ was in the top 10 like pretty much every year for a stretch of what felt like 10 years. Even you had, I think Jordan Spieth won when he was pretty accurate off the tee and a good putter. We've seen Patrick Reed, really good putter, play well here. Bryson DeChambeau, really good putter. And that's, not too surprising. Anytime you get an easier course with the greens being easy to hit, it turns to a putting contest. So you want the guys that can putt well, especially on bent grass. That is going to be the grass that is in play on these greens this week. And I don't think you have to, narrow it down to a certain type of golfer. You don't have to be a bomber. You don't have to be great around the greens. You just have to make a lot of birdies, make a lot of putts. And, putting can be very hit or miss. We saw Lucas Glover win here last year. He gained 4 strokes putting when he did win, and that's very uncharacteristic of him. So whether you want to take your chances with the bad putters and hope that they have a good week on the greens is up to you. But for the most part, as Michael Scott would say, keep it simple, stupid, KISS. I'm just looking for birdies. That's kind of how I'm approaching the week. As always, if you decide to join RG Premium, you get access to this model. You can go through and change the weights to each and all of the columns that you see in front of you, which is pretty cool. So you can create your own ratings, then you can use those ratings in Lineup HQ to build your lineups, kind of make the process your own, which is one of my favorite parts of DFS. Winning is obviously the best part, but doing it with your own ratings, your own projections, just feels that much better. So I highly recommend it if you want to check it out. I'll also have all of these odds columns updated, and I use this for betting. So what I do is I go to scoresandodds.com, go to the golf page, and it'll show you the best odds on each sports book for outrights, top 5, top 10, top 20, top 40. So I'll go ahead and post these in here, and then I will go through, fill out all my percentages for the model. I'll decide, go through my rankings. I'll put them in order, and then I'll go over here and try to look for value, because sometimes a guy will have a good top 5 number, but not a good top 10 number. So this is a good way. So somebody that the model really likes this week is Lonzo Griffin, 66-1. I might bet that outright, but I'll be more interested in looking at these numbers here. I'll find the best value of the top 5, 10, 20, 40 number. So I think this is very useful, especially if you are using the model. So I'll have that updated. I'll continue to add notes, player notes throughout the week if you want to check those out. I think they are a lot. And they're helpful for stuff that's just not numbers based. I'll look at recent form, course history, just random stuff, where they're from, just stuff like that goes into the notes. But yeah, interesting field this week. For my stats, I'm not getting too complicated. Strokes gained off the tee, total driving, good drive percentage, big weight to strokes gained approach, big weight to birdie or better percentage, big weight to strokes gained putting on bent grass, decent weight to course history, and then yeah, just chasing some upside with these 3 columns here. I bumped all 3 of those up for the week. And yeah, we'll go from there. So that'll do it for this week. If you have any questions, whether it's about strategy, whether it's about the model, whether it's about the course, or just a simple 2v2 that you can't decide in your lineups and you want somebody to break the tie for you, reach out to me on Twitter at RG_Notorious. And with that, gonna get out of here. Best of luck at the John Deere Classic. The Open Championship's only 2 weeks away, so I'm excited for that. Good luck. We'll see you next week.